Welcome to Sleepy English. Listening before sleep helps your brain remember better and repeat what you learn. So relax, close your eyes, and just listen. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. A simple morning. Tom wakes up at 7 every morning. He feels tired, but he does not stay in bed. He gets up, washes his face, and drinks a glass of water. After that, he makes a simple breakfast with eggs and bread. While he eats, he looks out of the window and watches people going to work. Sometimes he wants to sleep more, but he knows a good morning routine helps him feel better all day. Before leaving the house, he checks his bag and makes sure he has his keys and phone. Tom understands that small morning habits make his day easier and more organized. The new cafe. Anna walks to work every day using the same street. One morning, she sees a small new cafe near the corner. She usually walks past quickly, but today she decides to stop and go inside. The cafe is quiet and soft music is playing in the background. A friendly worker smiles and says hello to her. Anna orders a cup of coffee and a small sandwich. She sits near the window and watches people walking outside. Some people are talking, some are in a hurry, and others are walking their dogs. Anna feels calm because she does not usually take time to sit and relax in the morning. She opens her notebook and writes a short plan for the day. After finishing her coffee, she feels more awake and happy. When she leaves the cafe, she decides to come back again another day, because a small change in her routine makes her morning feel special and new. A small help. David is on the bus after work. The bus is full and many people are standing. At the next stop, an old man gets on the bus. He walks slowly and looks tired. David is sitting near the door. He stands up and says, "You can sit here." The old man smiles and thanks him. David holds the handrail and looks out of the window. The bus moves through the city, and people get on and off at every stop. David feels a little tired, but he also feels good inside. He thinks about how small actions can help other people. When he gets off the bus, the old man waves goodbye. David walks home with a quiet smile, understanding that being kind does not need money or big plans. It only needs attention and a simple decision to help. The Lost Key. Maya comes home in the evening after a long day at work. She looks in her bag for her keys, but she cannot find them. She checks every pocket again and again, and soon she starts to worry. She remembers sitting in the park earlier, so she walks back there slowly and looks around the bench where she was resting. The park is quiet and only a few people are walking their dogs. After a few minutes, she sees something shiny under the bench. It is her key. Maya feels very relieved and laughs at herself. On the way home, she decides to choose one special place in her bag for her keys every day. When she finally opens her door, she feels calm and happy, and she learns that small habits can save time and prevent stress. The evening walk. After dinner, Lucas feels tired from sitting all day at work, so he decides to go outside for a short walk around his neighborhood. The air is cool and the streets are quieter than during the day. He walks slowly and watches the lights in the houses and the cars passing by. A small dog runs past him, and its owner smiles and says hello. Lucas realizes he often stays at home and looks at his phone instead of moving his body. As he continues walking, he begins to feel more relaxed and his thoughts become calmer. He notices trees moving in the wind and hears people talking softly from nearby cafes. After 20 minutes, he returns home feeling fresh and awake. Before going to sleep, he decides to make evening walks a regular habit because even a short walk can improve his mood and help him rest better at night. The first day at the gym. Sarah wants to feel stronger, so she decides to join a small gym near her house. On her first day, she feels nervous because she does not know how to use the machines. She stands near the door for a moment and watches other people exercising. A trainer sees her and walks over with a friendly smile. He shows her how to use a simple machine and tells her to start slowly. Sarah follows his advice and does a few easy exercises. After 10 minutes, she feels more comfortable and less afraid. She understands that everyone starts as a beginner and that practice makes things easier. When she leaves the gym, she feels proud of herself for trying something new. At home, she writes in her notebook that the first step is always the hardest, but it is also the most important one. The missed call. When Daniel finishes his shower, he sees a missed call in his phone from his mother. He feels a little worried because she usually sends a message first. He quickly calls her back and waits for her to answer. After a few seconds, she picks up and laughs softly. She says it was not an emergency. She only wanted to ask about his day and hear his voice. Daniel feels relieved and tells her about work, his lunch, and the new project he is starting. They talk for a few minutes and the conversation feels warm and simple. After the call ends, Daniel realizes he does not call his family as often as he should. He decides to make more time for short phone calls during the week. He understands that staying in touch with family does not require long conversations, only small moments of attention and care. The broken cup. One morning, Emily drops her favorite cup while washing the dishes, and it breaks into several small pieces on the kitchen floor. She feels sad because the cup was a gift from her best friend. For a moment, she wants to feel angry, but she takes a deep breath and starts cleaning the pieces carefully. While she is cleaning, she remembers the day her friend gave her the cup and the fun time they had together. She realizes that the memory is more important than the object. Later that day, she sends her friend a message and tells her what happened. They laugh about it and decide to meet for coffee. Emily understands that things can break, but good memories and friendships stay strong. The early bus. Kevin usually takes the bus at 8 o'clock, but one morning he arrives early at the bus stop because he wakes up before his alarm. The streets are quiet and the air feels fresh and cool. He sits on the bench and watches the city slowly wake up. A baker opens his shop, a woman walks her dog, and a few students wait for their buses. When the early bus arrives, Kevin decides to get on instead of waiting for the usual one. The bus is almost empty, and he finds a seat by the window. During the ride, he feels calm and relaxed because there is no noise or crowd. He arrives at work earlier than usual and has time to drink coffee peacefully before starting. Kevin realizes that waking up a little earlier can change the feeling of the whole day and give him a quiet moment before everything becomes busy. The small plant. Lily buys a small green plant from a street market because she wants to make her room feel more alive. At home, she puts the plant near the window where it can get sunlight. During the first few days, she forgets to water it, and the leaves begin to look weak. She feels worried and quickly gives it water and moves it to a better place. Every morning after that, she checks the plant before leaving the house. Slowly, new leaves start to grow, and the plant looks healthy again. Lily feels happy when she sees the change because her care makes a difference. She understands that living things need regular attention, just like habits and friendships. Taking care of the small plant also reminds her to slow down and notice small changes in daily life. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more simple and relaxing English practice. See you next time.